Well, hey there. It's Chris Berman, Booger McFarland, week 14 of NFL Primetime. Shopping days dwindling. We had to get you inside for Buffalo.
Yeah,
we had to.
It was a little chilly in Buffalo, Boom.
We're going to remind everybody. No, we're welcoming you. Look comfortable. It's
yeah,
good.
Nice
chestnuts
and warm.
almost roasting by the open fire. We thought that week 14, a lot of big matchups of top divisions or near the top. And one of the great rivalries, of course, is Cowboys and the Washington football team. And like last year, Washington kind of creeping up. Would Dallas let the division slip away? First of two meetings at FedEx Field. Well, you absolutely, positively have to get there overnight. Here we go with Cowboys and Washington. Mike McCarthy back. Remember, missed last game, COVID. Felt great about his team's chances. A lot was written about it. Maybe this is why. Randy Gregory with the tip and the pick of Taylor Heineke.
Great play. The left tackle is supposed to cut Gregory. He did an outstanding athletic play to get the tip and the pick.
So, Gregory back after a long out. And then Dak Prescott to Amari Cooper. Dallas goes for two. They lead 11-0. Micah Parsons. One-man wrecking crew all day, Boog.
He's been outstanding. Some people say Defensive Rookie of the Year. Boom, I'll take it one step further. How about him for Defensive Player of the Year?
He may be a fifth defensive touchdown this year for Dallas. And then, look, Parsons, forget it. Back Antonio Gibson trying to block 12 sacks through 13 games for the rookie.
Can't block him one-on-one, Boom. Cannot do it. Anytime he's one-on-one, he is going to beat his man and create havoc in the backfield.
And that's another one. And Parsons saying, you know what, I'm only getting started because here I come. And Heineke, now he's going to throw, and ball tip, Parsons, naturally, downfield, almost comes up with it. Hey, I'm just warming up, I'm doing push-ups.
Yeah, a little chest on the sideline, nothing wrong with that.
Yep, now same score, 24-0 half Dallas. It's a blowout. Heineke. Cam Sims over Trayvon Diggs. We know what good player Diggs is.
Outstanding play. Making the catch and then getting the right elbow down. One elbow equals 2 feet.
I like this. Watch this shot. Hey, respect all the way around. Despite that it's Dallas, so why should we like it? They go for two, they get it 24-8.
Love it.
But still, it's all in Dallas's hand, especially with Neville Gallimore. Knocks Heineke down. He limped off. Kyle Allen had to come in at 27-8. Allen to Sims. Yep, that gets it now 4th and goal. You know, Riverboat Ron, well, they're down by a lot. And Jonathan Williams, touchdown, 27-14. Now, there's 4:20 left to go in the game. No, don't throw. No! Cole Holcomb picks off Dak, and he goes all the way. All of a sudden, the one-score game, 27-20.
Terrible decision to throw the football. 4:15, up 2 scores, run the ball. They didn't pick 6.
Now 2.5 to go, 3rd and 3. Washington. Allen dragged down by Gregory, loses the ball. Jaron Kearse recovers for Dallas.
And the Cowboys' pass rush was over the Washington football team's quarterbacks all day long, Boom.
They call it fumble. I'm not sure it wasn't a pass. It doesn't matter. They reviewed.
It was close. It was close.
It was close, but guess what? So Dallas should have had a laugher. End up having to sweat it a little bit, but in a game because of all of the turnovers and everything else for the Cowboys, we showed you Parsons 2 sacks in the game. They had all of that. 4 turnovers forced by Dallas's defense. 5 sacks in the game. After the game, Zeke, happy Cowboys.
We knew it was going to be tough. I think we do got to play a lot better. We got to play a lot better football on offense. But we got to celebrate this win. We can't be mad about a win, and we'll be better next week.
It seemed like that fan base, the fans were juiced up. It seemed like they were ready to erupt. Is that kind of the disappointing part where you kind of didn't deliver when you had a full house in a sense?
Yeah, it is disappointing. I feel like I let them down. You know, I wanted them out here to cheer for us, and we should have given them a better first half. We gave them a very good second half, something to cheer about in the second half. If we put 2 halves together, we'll deliver.
Just as much as the outside world isn't pleased, we're not. I guarantee we care a whole lot more than the outside world about what we're doing. I know I do. I know the guys on the field and the coaches do.
Well, look, first things first. I know that Washington plays Dallas again. They got games in the division. So does Philly.
Yeah.
But the reality is Philly was at 9-4 Dallas, 6-7 Washington and Philly. Take care of your division first, even though It was one side of the ball that certainly delivered, the other side not so much.
Yeah, today kind of felt like the knockout punch for the Cowboys in the NFC East. Washington had a chance coming into this game. Afterwards, they didn't. And the Cowboys' defense was the catalyst. This was the first time before this game, Parsons, Gregory, and Lawrence had only played 28 snaps together. Today, they played a lot together, and we saw a different Cowboys defense. They got after the quarterback. Defensively, they dominated, and they needed to, because the Cowboy offense wasn't good, Boom. Dak Prescott hasn't been the same since coming back from the calf injury, and they needed that defense today. They have to fix that, but you congratulate them. A win is a win on the way to the NFC East, but they got to get better offensively.
Right, but then we got to remember Washington won the division last year. So
Exactly.
First step first.
Yes.
Win division.
Yes.
They didn't win it yet, but speaking of winning divisions, head of division, Ravens. But you know they're getting depleted in Cleveland. Head of division, Kansas City. So we go to the AFC now. Ravens at Cleveland. They beat them 2 weeks ago. Then Cleveland had a bye. So all they've had to study is the Ravens for 3 weeks. It's bizarre. Baker Mayfield against Lamar Jackson. Oh, can you believe it's Jarvis Landry's first touchdown of the year?
Yeah, he catches a lot of balls, but he rarely gets into the end zone. Good to see him get in there.
But a big start, Cleveland at home. It's 10-0 second quarter. Very early. Jackson swirls. Looks for his favorite target, Mark Andrews. Got him. That's the good news. The bad news, Owusu Koromoa would fall on Jackson's right ankle.
Yeah, rookie linebacker out of Notre Dame, blitzing there by defensive coordinator Joe Woods, getting to the quarterback, and Lamar's hurt.
And so Lamar gone. Remember, Cleveland is where he came out on the Monday night. You all remember he was unbelievable. But meanwhile, Mayfield said, he's gone, and I've got everyday Peoples-Jones down the field, 27 yards.
Great catch, even better toe tap. Little ballerina there, Boom.
Yeah, nice. Now, Mayfield, play action, Austin Hooper, and guess what? Like the Dallas game, this is 17-0. And the Browns fans saying, hey, these are the Ravens. They left us. We love beating. And now, remember, Hot Rod Huntley had a big win in relief of Lamar, but not this time. Myles Garrett. Seems like, look at it, he had to run like miles to pick up the ball. That's not your usual triple play, Boom.
It's like hitting for the cycle in baseball, Boom. The sack, the foam of the recovery, and let the dog pound love on me.
And 15 sack of a season. That's a franchise record, 24-3. Fourth quarter, Huntley, Rashad Bateman, the youngster, almost in the end zone down at the 1. Now Huntley, Latavius Murray. And now with 9 minutes to go, they're down 9. We're going to talk about this. Analytics, down 9, you go for 2. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it
I
either.
love John. I don't like this.
Love analytics, completely disagree, and I think it will come back to haunt him, Boom.
And he picked by Grant Delpit. No matter what they did, they couldn't delp it. It's 24-15. He had 11 tackles, had a big game. Huntley, Bateman, 30 yards. But give it to the Ravens on 4th. They lay down for nobody.
Nobody. That's how they're built.
Huntley, Andrews. Now it's 24-22. But you know you can't get onside kicks. It's almost impossible. Except these are the Ravens special teams. The doink! Over Janovich, Chuck Clark, Ravens in business. They got the best field goal kicker in the game.
Let's not forget the head coach is a former special teams coach.
Yep, and his special teams are great. Devian Clowney. Every now and then, this is what he does.
They've been waiting on him. Now you have bookends. You have Myles Garrett and you have Clowney. Look out.
Now a minute to go. It's 4th and 6. Cleveland brings a blitz, and that's nowhere near. Denzel Ward stops Bateman short of the first down. So, again, a game that Cleveland, like the Dallas game, had well in control. And then Baltimore came roaring back, got the onside kick, had a chance. We'll talk about this in a moment. And, you know, Lamar, we'll have to see how long that is. Cleveland ends up by winning at 7-6. They're one back of the first place Ravens at 8-5. Myles Garrett, once again, immense.
All season trying to find your identity. What are you guys right now at this point in the season?
I mean, we're tough. We're able to go down the stretch and battle with anybody. That resiliency, that being smart down the stretch and being able to make those plays, that's what we want to be defined as.
What's it like when you hear them yelling MVP, MVP?
That's not bad right there. I love it.
Thanks. Guys, back to you.
All right, Diana Rossini always on the spot. Thank you very much, Myles Garrett. What a season, what a player now. Wait a minute. Before the game, Raiders gathering on the Chiefs logo in Arrowhead. How would this go? Well, it's the first play from scrimmage. Jerron Reed the strip. Mike Hughes scoop. How would it go? One play in, not too well for
Yeah, and Josh Jacobs has got to do a better job of holding on to the ball, but good strip by Reed. He's gotten healthy, and now he's playing better.
The only game the Chiefs have roared it up offensively in the last 6 weeks was against the Raiders in Vegas with 41 points. Pat Mahomes. Mecole Hardman, they've been waiting to get him back involved. He returned punts as well. That's a 40-yard game.
Yeah, nice double move by Hardman, and Mahomes hit him.
And this is a beautiful-looking screen, right? Darrell Williams, this is part of their passing game. Get them team in rhythm. 14-0 Chiefs early.
Throw it short, let the big play happen.
Second quarter, Mahomes. You know, it's nearing that time. You look for Chris Kringle. That's Byron Chris Pringle. It's 28 yards. It's that time of year. First and goal for the Chiefs. Since he's been back, don't forget Clyde Edwards-Helaire makes them a better offense.
Yeah, because it gives them balance room. They can run the football, and he's also a reliable weapon out of the backfield.
Absolutely. 21-0. Now, Carr passes. Foster Moreau catches. Fumbles right in the hands of the Honey Badger. Tyrann Mathieu makes the play, and this is going downhill fast for Las Vegas. Wait a minute. They've been wanting to get Josh Gordon. His first touchdown in a couple of years. He's in the end zone. Maybe he can be part of it.
Good to see some guys get involved that haven't been.
Another Raider turnover. Edwards-Helaire in the end zone at the half, 35-3. Unlike the Dallas and the Cleveland game, I don't think this one's going to be close. Now, 41-9. Carr still in there. Give him credit. Alex Okafor with the hit. Armani Watts picks it up. Carr ruled down. Lost the ball before he's down. Chiefs ball.
Yeah, I think that ball was coming loose on his way down, Boom.
And then, it's not Al Gore. It's not Frank Gore. They all scored. This is Derek Gore. You get the picture. 51-yard run. The Chiefs, you know, they've had 126 games since the AFL began in 1960 between these two. This is the biggest margin of victory since the series started. In 2 games against the Raiders, the Chiefs scored 41 and 48. Let me get my abacus out. That would be 89 points. So Patrick Mahomes saying, you know what? This is what we need to see for our offense.
You definitely don't want people coming into your stadium and trying to disrespect things that you've kind of built. And so for us, just gave us a little bit more motivation to go out there and win against a really good football team that we have a rivalry against that usually is a tough football game. So I think guys were ready to play today, and I think it showed on the field.
All right, well, let's start with the Chiefs. Look, I mean, it looks good. Look, bowling pins for them, and
Yes.
this is not to assume anything. Denver last week,
Yeah.
the team within 1 game of them in the division beat them. Raiders this week, team within a game, close in the division, they beat them. Now Thursday they play the Chargers, but you can't knock the third pin down till you knock pins 1 and 2, and what a knockdown.
And not only was it a knockdown, it was their best performance of the season, I thought. They were 3 and 4, have won 6 in a row. We talk about peaking at the right time. Can it all come together? And it was amazing how everybody on the outside saw what to do, but the guys on the inside had to feel it. Stop searching for the big play and take the play and allow the small play to turn into the big play.
Yes.
And it's amazing when they do that, coupled with defensively, you get Jaron Reed healthy. Frank Clark is starting to play better. Chris Jones moves back inside from end to defensive tackle. Honey Badger's starting to make plays. You can start to see this team. It's amazing, Boom. You juxtapose this team to where they were 6 weeks ago, where we were talking about them not making the playoffs.
You were.
When I thought that was
Some
you.
were.
Some were.
We were good.
Now, they're the best team in the AFC. And dare I say, the favorite to go to the Super Bowl. It's amazing in 6 weeks where they've come.
Well, and look, 1 game doesn't mean anything because we'll see. I mean, it doesn't mean everything's back. But here's Hardman, who's been quiet.
Yes.
Of course, the backs are healthy, so they
Yes.
both can catch the screens. Gordon, who knows what that's going to be. Don't think this offense isn't going to have games like this just against teams other than the Raiders.
And here's the crazy part about it. We still haven't seen the Chiefs' offense that we were known to see a couple years ago. So they're still getting back. They can be better. Right now, the defense is better. And if I'm Andy Reid, I feel really, really good about my defense, knowing that my offense always has the opportunity to explode.
Yeah, now they're in good. They've won 6 in a row. The Raiders lost 5 or 6 real quick. Baltimore, they're just undermanned. Not to make anything what Cleveland did to them, but they're undermanned. And I'm not even talking about Lamar yet because we don't know as we sit what's going on.
At some point, the sport of football is about players. And when you lose many, many players that are talented, you're ultimately not going to be able to field a team that's capable of winning. And I think right now you're seeing a Baltimore team that is minus enough playmakers where they can't quite compete. They're going to be competitive, but they can't compete for the win.
But here's the thing: at 8-5, they still are on top,
hanging around
in the division. I mean, it's what can they get to, knowing that they got a rough schedule to finish. What can they end up with? It's kind of the same boat for Tennessee, although their division is not as rough because they swept the Colts earlier this year when they had Derrick Henry. Now, of course, they're coming off a bye, and you know, like the Jags got the Rams healthy, maybe they can get Tennessee healthy too. Yeah. What do you think, Boog? I think yes. Ryan Tannehill. Running, roughness, a little chippy early. Yeah. Titans in red zone.
A little personal foul, 15 yards, we'll take it.
You know, we're seeing a lot of people do things they haven't done for 2, 3, 4 years. Dante Foreman, first touchdown since 2017.
Long time.
He's in the end zone, 7-0, Urban Meyer. 10-0. Beginning second half. Trevor Lawrence. Off the hands of Shenault, in the hands of Rashaan Evans. Titans defense.
We always said, Boom, on defense, tips and overthrows, we got to get throws. And this Titans defense feasted on 4 of those today.
They did. Now later in the third quarter, Tannehill. Jeff Swaim, and this is going to play that's going to swam upfield. Swim up the pool.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking play, right? Because they got to get Tannehill going again, too.
Like a nice trout going up green.
Very nice. 3rd and goal. Tannehill, snap, run. And he can do that. He did that last year, like the Titans trying to repeat it. Division champs are up 17.
No Derrick Henry, he has to do that.
Yeah. Closing minute, third quarter. Lawrence. Uh-oh. Jayon Brown. One-handed pick, beautiful play.
Yeah, and at some point, Lawrence has to continue to grow and get better. He's thrown 14 picks on the season, too many. He's got to cut those turnovers down.
And now Lawrence looking for the home run ball here. At this point, down 17-0. You're just trying. Tennessee knows you're going to try it. He can throw it. Christian Fulton is there in front of the receiver, so a lot of picks. And can I say a lot? At 3. And less than 4 minutes to go. Buster screen, not a screen pass, but Buster screen with a pick. So 4 picks against Lawrence. Titans defense doing the job. And also their first home shutout in 2 decades. That's odd.
Yeah, it's odd. And this Titans team, Boom, they're going to start to get some guys healthy. I know we wrote them off, some people, when Derrick Henry went down. But look out now. Here come the Titans.
And he may be coming back at some point, and they swept the Colts.
Yes.
Keep that in mind. So what kind of record will they have as they move forward? It's 9-4. Urban Meyer, we know what kind of record the Jags have.
What's the answer? Start leaking information or some nonsense? No, that's nonsense. That's garbage. If there is a source, that source is unemployed. I mean, within seconds.
Well, stuff swirling. Of course, when you're 2-11, that happens. Chargers. Hey, don't overlook the Chargers. They're home to the Giants. Austin Eckler, he's not a fumbler. A couple of fumbles last week. He wants to make amends down to the 2. Chargers at home in early on, 7-0 L.A.
Key to their team is him. They got to get some balance in the running game. We know what the quarterback can do.
Mike Glennon playing for the injured Daniel Jones, who was not Jake Fromm. And Glennon to Kyle Rudolph, always good around the holidays, Rudolph. And he's down to the 5-yard line.
Yes,
Pringle, we had Rudolph.
They'll be useful in about 7 days.
Yeah, very useful. Now Glennon to Elijah Penny. It's a big day for the Penny boys, right? Penny, they were silver dollars on this day. You'll see later we're tied at 7. Chargers, midfield, Eckler. He finds the hole, doesn't he? 18 yards. Then, 3rd and 8. Herbert. The Joshua tree. Joshua Palmer. 14-7.
Yeah, but look at the ball placement by Herbert, right where the receiver can keep running and score the touchdown.
Last 30 seconds of the half. They connected on how long is this ball in the air? I think it's 65 yards. Jalen Guyton had a bomb last week, and they have one this week.
Mahomes, Rodgers, and Herbert. The only 3 quarterbacks in the league that can make that throw.
That's unreal. And that's a big lead at 24-7 at the half. 60 touchdowns passing. He and Dan Marino, the only two in the first 2 years. Joey Bosa. Well, fumble, Glennon, strip Zach Bosa.
Yeah, love not just getting the sack, boom, getting the ball out, creating a turnover for your team.
And now 3rd and 5, Chargers. Herbert. And we know for the big guy, you've seen it, he can evade the rushers, and he can run for first down.
Yeah, just gobbling up yards. 6'6", makes it look easy.
And now Herbert to Jared Cook. He's, veteran tight end. He's always had good hands, Boog.
Great hands, and he's a little faster than you think, Boom.
And the Chargers, they host the Chiefs Thursday night. They're one behind them. That's the 3rd bowling pin, but they already beat the Chiefs this year. They're at 8-5. I don't know what this means. I think it's only the 2nd even week the Chargers have won a game. I don't know what it means. Don't go run and then play. All we know is that a little consistency from them. They've got a lot of playmakers, and they missed a couple on this day.
They got a ton of playmakers, Boom, but when they get balance on offense, when they can run the football with Austin Eckler, because we know what the quarterback can do. At his ceiling, he is an MVP candidate in this league. So when you get balance on offense and run the football, and now you get after the quarterback with Joey Bosa, they have an opportunity. They can play. They've beaten Kansas City once. They can play with them in the AFC.
Yeah, and even so, they're separating themselves from all the others, and, they're 7-6.
Exactly.
We'll see. First things first, the Chargers look good. Falcons and Panthers, that last slot in the NFC, you never know, right? Matty Ice, Cam Newton, he's back.
I'm
back. They're both 5-7. You never know. Well, Cam can do this. 4th straight game of rushing touchdown. Ties best of his career. Remember, he was the MVP, won 7-0 Panthers. But Matt Ryan, don't close the book on this guy. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
And he's a gamer. And a little play action, he's going to find Russell Gage Jr. Let's gauge it for 36 yards. Now, down to the 5. Mr. Swiss Army knife, Cordero Patterson. What a difference he makes.
Again, he's just a football player. Get the ball in his hands, and he makes things happen.
Tied at 7, midway through the 2nd. Panthers moving. But, Michael Walker picks up Cam. Could go all the way. A rough pick 6. Falcons lead 14-7.
Yeah, Cam didn't see him, Boom. A little zone coverage there. Cam throws a pick 6, little house call for the Falcons.
Final 2 minutes of the half at 17-7 Atlanta. P.J. Walker in for Cam. Yeah, that didn't help. A.J. Terrell with the pick. Walker's come in, got picked for Cam like a week ago. Now early 3rd, Cam back in. He's back. And this he can do, Boog. Obviously. Just let me run this for 11 yards, first down.
Boy, something he does very well. They have to use his legs now at this point in his career.
At the 17-yard line. The Chuba missile crisis. Haven't heard much from him lately. 17-yard run. Chuba Hubbard down 3, 17-14.
Yeah, been a while since they launched.
And even though Michael Strahan went up yesterday. Newton trips, fumbles. Oh, that looked bad. Grady Jarrett on the ball.
Oh, without a doubt. Grady Jarrett's been an outstanding defensive tackle for a long time.
And so the Falcons take it over on the turnover. Ryan and the rookie, Kyle Pitts. 14 yards at the first down, beginning 4th. Trying to make it a 2-score game. He's got time. Nice swing to Hayden Hurst. Atlanta, you hang around in the NFC and you never know. So the Falcons, they're up to 6-7. Carolina once upon a time was 0-3, not anymore.
And you got to give Matt Ryan a lot of credit. He doesn't have his number 1 wide receiver, Calvin Ridley, who's been out dealing with some issues off the field. Matt Ryan continues to show up and put up points for the Falcons.
Well, so again, who knows? They're at the Niners, another one of these teams right in the middle of it. Now, Saints have lost 5 in a row, but at 5-7, you never know. At Taysom Hill, they're at the Meadowlands against the Jets. Hill, you think the finger's still bothering him? Let's hope so, because otherwise I can't explain this.
Yeah, if the finger's bothering, maybe you need to put a glove on it to get better grip, but that's inexcusable for a quarterback just to drop the ball.
Yeah. But guess who's back after 4 games out? Alvin Candide Kamara. And he makes, obviously, a huge difference. Whoop, whoop. Jets go, you had to come back against us. That's a 16-yard touchdown.
Boom, he's one of the better dual threat running backs in this league. Throw it to him, pitch it to him, hand it to him, just get the ball in his hand.
5 seasons, NFL, 67 touchdowns. That's among the best ever. Now, still a 16-6 game. The youngster, the rookie, Zach Wilson. And this is interesting. He's a point guard in the NBA, and I want to distribute the ball. Intentional grounding.
Yeah, nobody there. And he's been playing well. I know the numbers don't say so, but he's starting to improve a little bit.
Now 4th and 6. Oh, Keelan Cole, but can't hold on it. Pressure, Marcus Wade, Jets turn it over on downs. 19 of 42 was Wilson. Still 10-point game. Sean Payton goes, look, this losing streak is really bothering me. Marquez Callaway from Hill. Tackling not the best, all the way down to the 1.
And they've been expecting big things from Callaway all year with no Michael Thomas.
And now for the 1, well, you know that Hill can do this. This is on 3rd and goal. He's in there easily. It's 23-6, little breathing room. 23-9. Saints have ball again later, 4th. 3rd and 12. We're killing the clock. No, we're ending the game. Taysom, now he can do that.
Yeah, and you have to do that because he struggles as a passer, so you have to mix in, just like Josh Allen with the Bills, some quarterback run for Taysom Hill.
So, the Saints, they win it 30-9. Look, they lost 5 in a row. Obviously, quarterback questions, but with Kamara back, you know, they do play the Bucs. I understand that, but that last slot is looking 9 and 8-ish. I know we're a month away, but that last slot, it shouldn't, but it does. And that means, you know who's still alive?
Yeah.
Even though they've won 1 in a row?
Yeah.
Seattle, they're alive. They're at the Texans. Russell Wilson against the youngster Davis Mills. Seahawks beat the Niners last week. Mills running. Really? Like Seattle's down 7-0. That's Brevin Williams, touchdown. Mills started 14 for 14.
Yeah, showcase for Mills. They want to see if he can be the quarterback of the future.
And what do we tell you about the Pennies? This is Rashad Penny. Stiff arm. Get out of here to Justin Reed. How about that as a touchdown? 10-7 Seahawks.
Boom. No arm like the stiff arm. Get him off you.
Get out. Here it is. Yeah, just get in your face, right? Minute left in the half. We're tied at 10. Now, some of us, like me, say, where's this been for 2 months? We saw it last week. Why don't you throw to Metcalf and Tyler Lockett? It looks so nice. They missed the extra point, 16-10.
It's one of the better things they do, Boone. Russell and the receivers throwing the deep ball, but better yet, catching it.
Now 10 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 20. Mills looking to direct Burkhead. He catches it. Time out. 4 seconds left. So Miami Fairburn is going to try a 61-yard field goal. It's on its way. It's good. Good. It's 16-13. Houston. Houston. 9 minutes left in the game. It's only 19-13. But didn't I say throw it to Lockett? Like, why don't you think about this? It's 29 yards.
He does an outstanding job when he's near the sideline of controlling his body and catching the ball.
1,000-yard season, 3 in a row. Gerald Everett, tight end. This they looked at. It was close. I wasn't sure he got in, but they do say touchdown.
Yeah, they called it a touchdown on the field, and there was no irrefutable evidence. It looks like it's in, but we can't be sure.
Well, the Raptors sure it's a touchdown. They go for 2. They get it 27-13. Again, penny, nickels, dimes, quarters, silver dollars. Rashad Penny, 47 yards. The Penny brothers have 3 touchdowns. He had 2.
A lot of coins there, huh?
A lot of coins under them. Throw them into the fountain. It's good luck. 137 yards rushing for him. And Pete Carroll, congrats to him. He won his 150th regular season game, 161 overall. Look, it's a pipe dream. They've got Rams left. They've got Cardinals left. But don't tell them at 5 and 8. Well, if we win 4 more, that'll be 9 and 8. And like I said, anything's possible. So these 6 and 7, 5 and 8 teams, I don't know that we're going to prop them up, but somebody's going to get in.
Yeah, somebody's going to get in. And if you're Seattle, this is how you want to win. Penny running the football, controlling the line of scrimmage, some big plays deep. You got Metcalf, you got Lockett involved. You can see a path that they can get hot and play better defensively, where Seattle can make some hay. So it was a good win for them. And for Davis Mills, for the Texans, he's going to get the opportunity to finish the season out as a starting quarterback. The Texans are going to have a high pick. They want to see, do we need to get a quarterback or do we need to go get a defensive guy? So these are very, very valuable games and reps for him. I thought it was a good showing for him today.
Yeah, and Saints will see Atlanta, certainly with Matt Ryan, a quarterback that knows what he's doing.
Yes,
right?
he does, yes.
Somebody, I'm telling you,
Let's
it's a
sneak in.
month away, but someone interesting, very interesting is going to sneak in. Now, heavy hearts, obviously, in Denver. Demaryius Thomas, one of the most popular and one of the best receivers in Broncos history, passed away in his early 30s this week. And there are 12 left on the team that were teammates with him at some time, including some of the coaches and, Denver and the Broncos and the decals, number 88. And I give Denver complete. They began with a wide receiver on the sideline, and they began with 10 men on the field, took a penalty, which Detroit obviously knew what was going on and said, no, we don't accept the penalty. So that was a very, very, very classy move by the Broncos. And the Broncos, and Detroit was going to play hard coming off the win. But Melvin Gordon is running. It's a 13-yard gain. And now Javonte Williams and in the end zone, 7-0.
Yeah, he's a rookie, Boom, but he runs tough and hard. And they got two really good backs in Denver.
Teddy Bridgewater. Tough game. Turnovers for him against Kansas City, not his M.O. And Noah Fant. A couple of Iowa tight ends on opposite sides of the field here. Fant making sure the cheerleader is okay, so that kind of day in Denver. That's a 32-yard gain. And then Gordon. Broncos lead 17-10 at the half. It's a ball game.
Yeah, it's a dogfight, as they call it.
Yeah, Godwin. And there's Denver celebrating start of the third. Godwin Igwe.
Mm-hmm.
He had some big runs. He loses it on the way down. Jonathan Cooper recovers. Broncos.
Yeah, this is a good job there. The Broncos get an outstanding punch in there, knocking that ball out. They do a really good job of creating those turnovers. Boom, and look at that. Go over there.
Yes.
To DT the logo and paying homage.
Just awesome. Just awesome. And then on the 10, Bridgewater, Williams falling. No, he's not falling. He's in the end zone. 24-10 Denver.
Yeah, nice balancing act there by him.
Very nice. So Denver, trying to get back over 500. Gordon up middle, another run. They did it mostly on the ground. I mean, that's what Denver did on the day. They did have one passing touchdown. But the Broncos win at home 38-10 on a day that they were going to give their absolute best effort. And again, it may not be division, although they have Kansas City again, but they're 7-6. And so, again, it's possible.
Absolutely possible. They play tough with Coach Vic Fangio.
Niners, Bengals. Met in a couple Super Bowls in the 80s. Meeting in Cincinnati. Game tied at 3. What a wild one this ended up being after another game that looked like it would not be that. Deebo. Whoa. Deebo Samuel back. He's a dual threat. He runs for 27 yards, 10-3 Niners. Darius Phillips trying to catch the Niners punt. Uh-oh. It felt more like Darius Rucker on that play, right?
Yeah, you said it right, trying to catch it because he didn't do it.
He muffed it. Sherfield recovers it. Niners with a minute to go. Excellent field position, but little pressure Bengals. Jimmy G incomplete. Flag, though. Von Bell taunting.
Yeah, that's one of the things, one of the rules. The NFL has made it a point of emphasis, no taunting, and it cost the Bengals.
And now the Niners with a fresh set of downs, Jimmy G. And when George Kittle's on the field, why would you not look for him? Kittle, how about that play to make it a touchdown, boom?
Boom, not just the catch, but the catch and then the second reaction to hit the pylon and score the touchdown.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Bengals down 20-6, fourth quarter. Cincy, you never know what you're going to get. But between these two, you're possible to get this. Joe Burrow, chased all the way across Cincinnati. Speaking of chase, Jamar Chase, touchdown, 20-13.
Boom, I saw this before on the playground at LSU.
And it was 4th and 5, now 2 minutes to go. Burrow, Tyler Boyd, they're down by a touchdown. Bengals moving quickly. Next play, Burrow. Whoa, he drops it in. We're tied at 20.
Outstanding throw in the honey hole in cover 2, Boom. Great catch.
Robbie Gould's had a long, outstanding career making clutch kicks from 47 for the win. No good. No good.
No goal.
No goal, no goal at all. And so now we go to overtime. And the Bengals, of course, playing. We know what's happened nearby, the devastation, Kentucky, in that area. Garoppolo to Kittle, so we're trying to win this range. Back in field goal range. Jimmy G. Brandon Ayuk. Dives. He's close. He's reviewed. He's not in. But he's certainly close enough.
Yeah.
And so the Niners do get a field goal. They reviewed it. And so the Niners win field goal 26-23.
Yeah, an outstanding effort there by IU. Catching the football, Boom, diving, extending the game winner walk-off. This was back and forth. If you're the 49ers, to me, this was a really, really good win for you. The Bengals still trying to figure out what to make of them.
Right. You're now 7-6. See, Baltimore, they
Exactly.
just sit there at 8-5, and everybody else a little below. And for the 49ers, they go up to Seattle where they can't win. Now, they tried to turn this game back over, but they're at 7-6. And you know when they're all on the field, when Kittle's on the field,
Yes.
and Debo and Bosa and some of that defense, they can be formidable.
Yeah, a ton of talent. And today, they didn't have their best running back, Elijah Mitchell,
Right.
the rookie. He wasn't there. So now you have to bring Debo in. He's got to run some out of the backfield. But George Kittle's was outstanding today. I thought Jimmy Garoppolo, when he had time, he found Kittle's down the field. And that duo was able to be the catalyst for this team. Robbie Gould missing the field goal was very uncharacteristic.
Very.
But Brandon Ayuk also had a really good game, was able to pick this team up.
Right, and so you're 7-6 for a reason. These teams,
Again, like we talk about,
good, you're bad, you're
Right
good,
now.
you're okay, we're close with this. Now, I hate to make you shudder, but this was our Monday countdown show. All of you guys, tell me, this was Monday night.
Oh, but Boom, listen, I'm 284 pounds and the wind moved me. Yeah, Shefty better have body security while he's holding on to that football.
I love that all the script got blown away. It's called TV at its finest. And that was it Monday night in Buffalo. So with wind chill to 20s, the winds at 50 miles an hour, after that, you want to take a vacation.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily want to play Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. But Josh Allen, the Bills said, look, maybe we'll let it rip. Maybe our offense will get going. We have no idea what it would have been done against New England on a normal day. Well, Leonard Fournette, here's what Tampa saw. You can run on the Bills.
The Colts have ran on the Bills, the Patriots have ran on the Bills, and Leonard Fournette and the Bucs started the game off running on the Bills.
47 yards, 7-0 Tampa Bay. Now up 10-3. Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski. Have they ever hooked up before? I think once or twice. 18 yards.
I think I've heard that connection.
Yep, he's special. Now, Bucs, 3rd and 5. Brady, Mike Evans. He's special.
Boom, this is a really good throw, but an even better catch. Tom Brady puts it over the cornerback to where only a 6'5" Mike Evans can go get it.
And so, Tampa Bay, look, Buffalo's not scoring, but Tampa is. Brady, under pressure, and then that's what you get when you get Mike Evans. He can get position, he can grab it, and then a couple plays. Tom! Did he run for like almost 20 yards in this game?
Yeah, maybe the greatest quarterback sneaker of all time.
Yeah, 24-3 Buffalo. Allen. Josh Allen says, all right, he's going to run 1 yard. I'm going to run farther. Now, all of a sudden, called play for Allen, 24-10.
Where was that Monday night, the quarterback design run?
Yeah, now 27-17, fourth quarter. You know what good defense Tampa has? That's Cole Beasley. 12 yards, next play, Allen. So where's this been really for like a month? Stephon Diggs in front of the defender, 12 yards. Here come the Bills. Try to circle the wagon. Gabe Davis, touchdown, 27-24 all of a sudden.
Outstanding release by Davis, man-to-man against Carlton Davis, beat him inside.
Now, under 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go, 3rd and 6. And defender I love a lot to watch him play is Matt Milano, number 58, Buffalo.
Yeah, out of Boston College, he plays hard all over the field, Boom.
He's around the ball, and Buffalo gets it back for Sean McDermott. Allen, pass. Davis fighting his way across the first down marker, saves the game on 4th and 4, first down Bills. Allen, Dawson Knox, nice catch. Rumble, 24-yard gain deep into the Bucs secondary. Bills in field goal range. No crosswind. Tyler Bass can make a 25-yarder, and we're tied.
Yeah, just hit it down the middle. The wind won't move it at all.
27-27 on to overtime. Bucks, ball, 3rd and 3. Brady steps up for Rashad Perriman. Look out! He could go all the way on 3rd and 3. They sent maybe one extra, and Tampa Bay avoids blowing a big lead. Guess what? They've won 4 in a row. The Bills scratching their head, and the Bucks win 33-27.
Yeah, and the Bucks made it a lot closer, Boom, than it should have been. Outstanding route, the little mesh route, little rub. The Buffalo Bills didn't pick it up, and Davis was able to make the touchdown.
So our man Jeff Darlington, Rashad Perriman, among many offensive players, this was the game in which he stood the tallest.
What just happened on the final play? Oh, man, it was a huge play call, real good play call, and we knew it was man-to-man. Tom put on a dime, and God's gift did the rest, really.
All right, so let me do some quick addition because this game ended while we were on. Right?
Yeah.
So there were 100 passes in this game, Boog. Josh threw 54 and Tom threw 46. They threw for, almost, 700 yards.
Yeah.
Allen ran for 109. So we start with Bucks because, boy, a lot of these teams had big leads and didn't like prosperity. But when it comes down to crunch time, they just know how to win with number 12.
Yeah, and number 12 knows how to make plays, Boom. And here's the key for the Buccaneers. Here's the positive. Number 12 is playing very well, and your offense is moving the ball and putting points up, and you have to like where you're going. They still can't run the football offensively when they want to run. I know Fournette had to run early on, but what happened to the Bucs defense? That Bucs defense that when you got a lead could close games out, that defense didn't show up today. So if I'm Bruce Arians, happy with the win, always happy, but I'm concerned about my defense.
The Bills weren't going down there for a moral victory, but for a change, although they weren't sizable underdogs.
Yeah.
Remember, they're in the AFC Championship game last year. Oh, finally, we're not the, quote, favorite. But it took them 2.5, 3 quarters to get it going. But a game like this, now you don't mind Josh Allen running the football because that's what they can do offensively. And that opens up the Diggses and the Beasleys. Maybe they take that last quarter and a half, and that opens the door for their offense to resurface.
You're right. It's something you can build on. First of all, their defense has to get better against the run. The Colts, the Patriots, and the Buccaneers ran the football when they kind of wanted to run the football. So they got to get better at stopping the run. Here's my concern about Buffalo offensively. It's too much on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Josh Allen has to do it all. Boom. That is a lot on a 24, 25-year-old quarterback that's got to do it all.
Yes.
And he's playing at a high level. But you can't ask him to throw it 50 times, run it 15 times, and be the savior of the team. They have to get some support running the football. Diggs, Beasley was outstanding today. But you got to run the ball at some point. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, but it's hard to figure it out if this is your roster.
Yes.
But maybe something, maybe screens. It's not for me to say. We were on during a lot of this game. Screens, that's kind of maybe the running game, even though it's not in the stats that way.
Yeah, it's short passing game, and you talked about it, the design quarterback run, but at some point, you got to take a break, hand it off, take a 3 or 4 second break, and now come back and regroup. Right now, there's so much pressure on Josh Allen to make every single play. And when he's on, it looks MVP worthy. But when he's not, Boom, they struggle like they did Monday night against the Patriots, and for 2.5 quarters today against the Bucs.
They haven't looked right since the bye week, the Bills. 3-4.
Yeah.
Now they play Carolina next week. They get a couple games at home late in the year, meaning January, Southern teams coming up. They have one left with the Patriots, so it may not be the division.
Right.
That's going to be tough for them. But they need to exhale, build on that last quarter and a half. And I can speak to the people in Buffalo. All is not lost. I know it doesn't look great. The team is too talented to not turn the corner and then start on a winning streak. But we're running towards Christmas.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah, you're right.
You want to do some game balls?
Let's do it. For me, I'm going to go with a rookie. And some people say rookies ought to be seen and not heard. With this guy is doing both. Micah Parsons for the Dallas Cowboys. There was a point in time when we said he is the shoe-in defensive rookie of the year. Boom, I'm going to take a step further. I think he's the defensive rookie of the year. I think he's the defensive player of the year. He has been outstanding. He may be the best edge rusher and linebacker in football. He has been outstanding.
No question about that. And it's not the year that Pete Carroll, the Seahawks, envisioned. They're not going to win their division as they did last year. But Pete is one of 21, I believe that's the number, that's won 150 regular season NFL games. It tied Bill Cowher for 19th when you add on the 11 in playoffs. So, I mean,